to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got it on the room. There he goes. They will get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Lost a throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Man, you see those tight ends catch the football. You're coming up and try to get them on the ground as fast as they can. They're such big athletes, though. You gotta pick your poison. A lot of times you try to go low, and they hurdle you or put that hand down. Nice job by the tight end breaking a tackle and getting some extra yards.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Finds his tight end. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. The give to the lone running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you're going to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. Quick step and go. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. the gun. Give on the inside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Going for the marker on the ground. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally attacked.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
That's caught. It's Montgomery. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
To the ground with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. On the move, he fires. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go back to the air on second down. Right on target this time. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks and the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
Power football with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He'll toss it. Crosses to 40. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Gonna run it. It's Bob. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They'll try to get outside. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive gain. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Gators sending the offense back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game,
turning it on! And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Coates. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. He runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for room. It's Clark. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a 1st down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt, the striped tie, and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Coates. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, going to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, running back gets to give. Running into the open space. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little extra time. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll immediately call timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Toss sweep to the left. There he goes. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Timeout, Notre Dame. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Touchdown, Irish! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Notre Dame right back to the line. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Past the 40. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Okay, ready? Lasso!
Looking for space, it's Clark. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 26. 7-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. Toss to the outside. Oh, he's got some space. He's got 99 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards.
Cricket.
Motion from the back. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Getting deep in the third quarter here. Clock stopped with 1.5 minutes to go.
Green 25.
Gonna swing it on second down. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
42 Spider.
Motion from the wide receiver. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Clark. Turning it on! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving, finding open areas. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. He tries to take the top off. Touchdown, Gator! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch.
They blocked the extra point. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Notre Dame, 35, Florida.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll return it. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Handoff to the single back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
To the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Larson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big game, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield, under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong, and he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
He'll set up to throw. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Irish back on offense. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the 4th quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Here's the pressure. He's going to take off. 1st down and more. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
Back to pass, it's Kinsey. Can't connect on his first throw.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. on the ground trying to pull the plug on this clock. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Williams. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Offense in the hurry-up. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point in the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. On the run, it's Bob. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the air, it's Kinsey. Flushed out of the pocket. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The kick is on its way. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the puck goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He wants a big play here late. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yeah.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Florida Gators will take over. First and 10.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Under fire. Slides away. He'll pull it down and run. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Makes the catch. It's Coates. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws.